So guys, what's going on? We've just had a classic fight, a classic domestic fight. You know, British level fight, not guys at world level, but nevertheless, what a cracking fight between Scott Fitzgerald and Anthony Fowler. Great fight, great fight. You know, the fight came, the fight started and Anthony Fowler looked like the bigger, stronger man, and he looked like he was taking control in the first 3 rounds. And Carl Froch was saying it's going to be interesting to see how Anthony Fowler reacts to the fight going late. And Fitzgerald, the start of the round 4, Fitzgerald started taking control of the action. Fitzgerald started, in my opinion, not dominating, but he started changing the momentum of the fight. And you could clearly see that there was a change in body language. Fitzgerald seemed a lot more relaxed. And to me, Fitzgerald won all the rounds from round 4 to round 8. So he won those 5 rounds, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In my opinion, he was 2 rounds up. And then in the 9th round, Anthony Fowler hit him with a beautiful uppercut. I'm talking a clean uppercut, bang on the chin. And Fitzgerald looked like he was in all types of trouble. And I thought this was Fowler's chance and Fowler was going to knock him out. It looked like he was about to go. And I don't know how. Fitzgerald showed a chin and a half. A chin and a half, because Fowler looked like the physically bigger man in there. So, and Fitzgerald didn't look trouble in the whole fight. Only the 9th round, he looked like he was hurt. And Fitzgerald and Fowler jumped on him. And how he stayed up on his feet in that 9th round, for me, was incredible. So much heart. So great chin. And it was brilliant. It was brilliant. Then in the 10th round, even more dramatic scenes. They're both trading and he catches him with a left hook, then catches him with Fitzgerald catches Fowler with a left hook, then a massive uppercut that hurts Fowler, then hits him with another left hook and Fowler goes crashing to the canvas. And that moment there won him the fight. That moment there won Fitzgerald that fight. You know, for a guy that just took a slacking in the last round, right? For him to come back and knock down Anthony Fowler from that beating that he took in the previous round, that shows a lot of heart. That shows how much he wanted it. And for me, he won that fight comfortably, because that last round, for me, he was 1 round up going into that last round. In my opinion, I had him winning 96-93. My card mirrored that of Carl Froch. You know, the first 3 rounds going to Anthony Fowler, then the next 5 rounds going to Fitzgerald, then Fowler taking the 9th round, and then the last round, it's a 10-8 because he knocked Fowler down. You know what? In my opinion, Fowler was really badly hurt. I know he said, that I wasn't really hurt. I was trying to get my bearings back. He was hurt. And Fitzgerald, for me, bearing in mind he was fighting in Liverpool, right? I thought, you know what, that might come to bite him back on the bum. Because I thought, you know what, he's a home fighter. He's the guy that was supposed to win. He's the politically more connected fighter in Fowler. I thought they might not give it him. They might give it to Fowler. So Fitzgerald might end up regretting this. But the right man got the decision. The right man. So I thought it was a bit, in my opinion, I think Fitzgerald needed to jump on him and take him out, because I think he was there for the taking in that 10th round. But again, it was a grueling fight, and you don't know whether Fitzgerald had it in him to finish him off. So, you know, he probably played it safe, and he probably thought with that knockdown he had done enough to win the fight, and he was right. You know, he measured it right. But you know what? It was really close, and I think he kind of left it. He kind of left it close a little, Fitzgerald. Although I thought he was the winner. I thought the decision was correct. And he did. For me, it was a little closer. For me, it was a little wider, than what the judges had it. I had it 96-93 in Fitzgerald's favour. But this now, in my opinion, after that domestic great fight between 2 British level fighters, let's not get it. They're not world level, but they're definitely good fighters at British level. And for me, this now is a rivalry moving forward. This is something that I think these guys could be good enough to win world titles. However, the 154-pound division, the one that they're operating in, is a very, very hard division. You know, you've got some great champions, Munguia. You've got Charlos, Harrison, Jarrett Hurd. So it's not going to be easy winning a world title at this weight category. But these guys look good enough to mix it with those guys. Whether they can beat those guys, that's another kettle of fish. But they can definitely mix it with those guys with a bit more experience, a bit more hard fights. But Anthony Fowler, it's a big, big blow for him because he was being built up to be something special. And that's going to definitely knock him back quite a bit. You know, they were building him to be the next one of the Matchroom superstars. But, you know, Fitzgerald completely, in my opinion, beat him in that fight. It was a close fight, but I had Fitzgerald the clear winner. And especially with that knockdown in the last round, Fitzgerald was a good fighter. I think he's underrated. Those odds were crazy. You know, Fitzgerald, for me, won that fight convincingly as well. I thought he did. I thought he did brilliantly, especially after the first 3 rounds. After the first 3 rounds, Fowler dictating it, and then for Fitzgerald to come back. What a classic! What a fight! You know, I'm just impressed by both of them. I think both of them did themselves proud. But I think obviously there's going to be a lot of criticism on Fowler because he was the heavy favourite. There was things in there. I thought he looked quite ragged at times. I thought, you know, he was getting hit a bit too much. I think you know, I just think Fitzgerald for me technically looked a bit better than Fowler. You know, and that's a bit surprising because Fowler was the Olympian. He was a guy coming with a great amateur pedigree, so that was surprising. But you know, nevertheless, I think the right man won. What did you guys think of the fight? How did you have it? How did you have this classic British fight? Great fight. A fight that I want to see again. I would love to see the rematch. But leave your thoughts, guys, in the comment section below. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.